Good morning, family. It's DeAndre Perry here with your Monday motivation for this week. And what a glorious week it is going to be. We are already anticipating a great week where the Lord will do great things. He will move in your life. He will allow us to reach others. He will allow us to live the life that He has set for us. And we cannot wait to see it come to fruition throughout this week. Now, yesterday we were treated to a special Mother's Day sermon from our Reverend Vera Jackson, and anyone who knows her knows that she is truly a mother to us all. She is definitely the mother in the group of reverends. She is a mother in the 12. She is a mother to the church as a whole and a mother to the community. So we thank God for her and the wisdom and the knowledge and the experience that she brings to Macedonia and that she willingly shares with all of us. And the title of her sermon were the characteristics of an ideal mother. And that came from Proverbs 31. And she read a substantial chunk of the text, verses 20 through 31. And in that, she pulled 10 characteristics out of an ideal mother. And she, in her own way, in a very clear, very concise, very understandable way, she showed us, not just the mothers, but us as fathers and us as men, these are the characteristics that the Word of God shows that a mother is to exhibit. And as Pastor Troxler said yesterday, and it was so true, it wasn't just that she preached that sermon. She has lived that sermon. She has lived that sermon throughout her life, and she lives it now and allows us to see it. So I encourage all of you, if you have not seen it, to go back and look at it on Facebook or YouTube and really get every kernel of information from it. As I said, she put 10 characteristics and backed each and every characteristic up with multiple scriptures. So it was a lot to digest, but you could grab nuggets from it. And every time you hear it, every time you allow that word to ruminate in you, you'll get more and more from it. It was a blessing to me because although I am not a mother, I have a mother and I have a wife who is a mother to our children. So even though I am not a mother myself, it was still very relevant for me. And I know it was for you too, whether you are a mother or not. There was something in there for you to grab a hold to and put to use in your life as you look at those 10 different characteristics of an ideal mother. So as I said, I encourage all of you to once again go over that sermon, hear it again, hear it a third time, hear it a fourth time throughout the week, and allow it to get inside of you, get inside of the marrow of you, so that you can put it to use in your life to further God's kingdom. So again, we thank Reverend Jackson for that wonderful sermon, and we can't wait to hear from her again in the future. So as you go through your week, you can be motivated knowing that even though you may not feel like you are ideal as a mother, or you may not feel like you are ideal as a father, as a Christian, or as anything, know that even though we fall short, God is still very much there. He still shows us grace. He still shows us mercy, and that He still gives us the blueprint in His word of what we are to strive for, the prize of the high calling that we are called to be. So Lord, let us never forget that although we may fall short, He's still with us. He still loves us. And no matter how many times we fall, He is there for us when we get back up. So keep that in mind as you go through this week, and have a wonderful week. And I'll see you next week for your Monday motivation. God bless you and God keep you. See you next week.